everyone, and today I'm going to show you the Lion King family tree, some of the pictures, and along with that I will tell you a little bit information about every lion in the whole tree. But before that I will tell you that I've divided it into 3 parts. But remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you do not miss the next 2 parts of the video. Now let's begin. We will start with the oldest lion from the family tree, who is Mohatu. Mohatu appears in the story The Brightest Star. From the story we learn that he was one of the most important kings of the Pride Lands. He had 2 siblings. One was his brother Askari, and the second was his adopted brother Choyo. Choyo, since adopted, we cannot take him as member of the family. But since we don't have anything else, he does come in possession of the family later on. Now let's know that Mohatu mated with another unknown lioness and gave birth to their firstborn, Ahadi. Ahadi was a very good lion and soon learned all the things he needed to become king. But the only thing he needed left was a lioness to be queen with him. Now Mohatu's mate, the lioness, is unknown. But we know this much, that he did have a lioness. His name we commonly use as Hidya, but we are not certain if this is the actual name. Now Ahadi mated with another lioness named Uru. But the part that we know is later that Uru is the daughter of Choyo and Amani. Uru was their daughter, but they could be called as cousins, but actually they're not. Since the reason is because Choyo was actually adopted, so we actually don't know who his actual parents are. On the other hand, Askari became the first leader of the lion god, and he founded the roar at the Tree of Life. Ahadi and Uru gave birth to their firstborn, Mufasa. Mufasa was chosen as the king, and it is clear that he got his looks from his father, Ahadi. On the other hand, they also had a second son named Scar. It is clear that Scar got his looks from his mother, because they both had green eyes. Now the story of Mufasa and Scar, I hope that most of you might be knowing. And so I'll leave the rest of the story to you about Mufasa and Scar, and finish it off with who Mufasa's mate was. Well, Mufasa's mate was none other than Sarabi. I will not discuss much about Sarabi because I hope that most of you might be knowing that her parents are uncertain to us. Mufasa and Sarabi gave birth to their firstborn, Simba. The part that we also don't know that Simba had a brother. His name was Malka. The reason why Malka comes into the story later is something that we haven't discussed yet, but we will discuss later on. For now, let's finish it off with who Simba mated with and what happened with Scar. Well, Simba mated with none other than Sarabi's friend, Sarafina. Sarafina, with a rogue lion, commonly known as Ni, gave birth to Nala. Nala later on mated with Simba. Simba and Nala, both their story will be discussed in the next part of The Lion King. For now, let's see what happened with Scar. Scar, as we all know, was a very evil king and commonly mated only with the hyenas. But he also met a lioness during his rule. His name was, the lioness's name was Zira. Zira looked up to Scar as a devoted follower and as a savior. So, she was very grief-stricken and blamed Simba during Scar's death. which tells us surely that she was a very devoted follower of Scar. Did she have any children? Or the rest of your questions I will answer in the next part of the story. Just know this much, that Zira and Scar give birth to one of their lions, which is known as Nuka. But Nuka wasn't chosen as the hire, but I'll discuss it about in the next video. And along with that, Scar got closer to another lioness also. She was Seraphina, or known as Seraphina. Seraphina got closer to Scar, and along with him he also gave birth to another lioness, commonly known as Nala's brother. He is Mitu. But for now, let's end this video here. Thank you very much for staying with me all this way, and remember to watch it till the end and understand the whole of the Lion King family tree. Thank you.